Right, afternoon, everybody. This is episode 12 of my Game Changer podcast. A really good mate of mine, Ryan Evans, has said that most podcasts don't get past episode 12. So this is 12. I'm already looking forward to 13, 14, and 15. But obviously, of course, we have to focus on our amazing guest who we have right here today. So, as I always do, thank everybody for watching up until now. And we just go straight into the introduction. Everybody knows who I am, so they're bored of listening to me. And now it's over to the main man on screen today to introduce yourself, tell everybody who you are, what you do, and then I always ask why. Why do you do it? So the floor is yours.
Thank you so much, Finn. Absolutely, you are absolutely a legend. I really appreciate this time that you gave to me. And well, it can only get better. As I said, let me just introduce myself. My name is Shola Philip Samuel, and people call me Shola. Yeah, and it's been 11 years now. I'm been in Ireland, and I traveled when I was 20-year old, Ireland, and ever since then, the journey has been amazing. And it can only get better, to be fair. And yeah, with Mr. Finn. Yeah.
Yeah, so just to add on to what I was saying, so what do you currently do? And then why are you doing it? I like it in terms of everything that you're involved in. Tell me what you do and why.
After my years in college, and I realized that okay, I played to the football to the extent that I found myself like I wasn't enjoying anymore. And I asked myself, what am I going to do but I still want to do something in this football aspect. And I realized, okay, well, and one day we were in college and I said, okay, in the sport analysis, and I was like, oh, I actually like this. And yeah, I found myself getting interest in all this data analysis, player and stuff like that. And to top it all, I'm a lecturer, Paul O'Reilly. He split us into the four group, and we were asked to give it a task. And even me myself, I didn't know that I could do that well. And I do a little bit of annotation and explain why is this between Real Madrid and Juventus, if I'm right. And I just represented, and it was like he said, Shola, this is amazing. It is amazing. You could do this. And I was like, wow. And I got home that day. That little small word that he said to me changed everything. And that is when I switched on. I was like, oh, I'm gonna I'm gonna go all in. And that's how I became an analyst. And my first year was with Wexford. That was when in my third year. It was like I want to do with League of Ireland. And I got the opportunity to be with the Wexford women. And I did the analysis for 1 year with Stephen Quinn then. Stephen was the gaffer, and it was amazing. And he helped me a lot as well. And after then, after one season, then I moved to Shelburne and I spent 2 years in Shelburne. And that is why I became an analyst for now. So that's what I do.
Yeah. Man, honestly, I think for me, I think it's amazing. Well, I enjoy when people, when you go in and do something, and people give you those compliments, like you were saying. So that must have boosted your confidence so much. You must have felt like $1 million. You must have felt like I can go into Real Madrid and
Absolutely.
get this job right now.
Hopefully, finger crossed.
Amazing. Oh no, honestly, I love hearing those stories like that. Um, and yeah, then just sort of just for everybody to know, I mean, I think if I'm correct, I don't know if I remember linking up in college, but if we didn't link up in college, it definitely would have been after college through LinkedIn. But obviously,
Exactly.
you might have a better idea if you want to talk about
Yeah.
sort of how we know each other and any ideas that
Uh,
we've given to each
uh,
other.
yeah. Actually, it wasn't that long. It was about after we left, after I finished from college, and I just see your profile on LinkedIn, I don't know, maybe I'm the one who send you a request or you send me. All of a sudden, I'm just like that.
Yeah,
And one day you you message me after we won the FAI Cup with Shelburne, and you message me, Shola, congratulations, blah 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 blah. I was like, wow. So this guy is actually following up, and that is how we keep in touch. And I reply, and that is how the relationship getting building up. And I believe LinkedIn brings us together, to be fair. And I realized that we have similar stuff in common. And I was like, oh, this is the guy. And that is how I think LinkedIn, we we met through the LinkedIn. And yeah,
excellent. And sort of you say about our common journeys, where we have stuff in common. What would you say? I don't know. Is there something that I've done that you have also done, or that something that I've done that you want to maybe go and do?
yeah, like I said, let me start with what you have done that I would like to do. I don't know if I told you before. What you've done is I would love to work with the FAI
Yeah,
and doing either analysis side or either covering a game, just work under the FAI because I don't know how the background, the backroom staff for the FAI senior football team is,
yeah,
but to my knowledge, I haven't seen somebody from my race being there.
yeah,
And
yeah,
I said to myself, it would be good for me if I can be one of the person that can walk through that way. Though I know the way, and I say, okay, since Finn is working with the FBI, probably he might know somebody who knows somebody. So, and I said, okay, I would love to work with the FBI someday if that will happen. So, so that is what you've done. And what's the second one? What I would like to do? Is that what you mean?
Oh no, yeah, I just said what sort of common things have maybe have we both done
Yeah.
that was in maybe I started and then you obviously did it as well, and then obviously like you were saying what I'm doing now about working with the
Yeah.
FBI. But I mean, is there something that you've also done that I've finished or completed or achieved?
Yeah, that's it. Um, yeah, like I said, it's the analysis stuff that I've done in Shelburne. I really enjoy my time in Shelburne. I really enjoy both with Owen and Rory
Yeah,
and actually Kinga is the one who brought me. Inga brought me to Shells and is absolutely mad. I could never ask for more. And he gave me the platform to be able to be opportunity to work with Shot, and working with the girls there is absolutely amazing for me. The experience that I gathered there is huge for me, and I love that. I love to be in that environment, even though I would like the men's side, but because it's the men's side is more like you see a lot of things, a lot of um, movements, you
yeah,
know, when you're doing analysis than the because the people they lost the ball in women football. They lost the ball so quick. There are a lot of quick turnover. Rather than men, you can see the men leagues, they can still keep the ball for like maybe 10, 30 seconds, which is good. So I really love it. So that is why I say, yeah, Shelburne is gave me that platform to be able to see what this League of Violence looks like and how in the women's side and how it's being run, which is amazing.
oh, brilliant. And look, like I said to you, I will 100% do my best to get you in because obviously, as we both know, Ireland are playing some big games September, October, November time to try and qualify for the World Cup next year. So,
Hmm.
of course, absolutely, I'm going to go and um, do my best, talk to as many people, and yeah, and then just to sort of to touch on that. Are there any big life goals that you have? I mean, they can be related to sport or they can be related to your family or anything else. But is there
Yeah.
something, I mean, like really, really huge. I mean, for me, right, I'll give you an example. I told someone maybe 6 months ago, before I actually started traveling to Spain, that it would be so cool if I could go and work with a nation, like a non-English speaking nation, with their like a high European superpower team. And I actually said to him, I said, Spain. I said I want to go and work with the Spanish national team 6 months ago.
Mm,
So that's my massive sort of big goal like that. Obviously, I'm learning
mm.
Spanish. I'm still doing my coaching, my analysis, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I mean, yours can be anything. Yours can be life related. So the floor is yours. You tell me.
Yeah, mine is football. And I don't know if I mentioned it to you before, a couple of weeks ago. And there's this a friend of mine, she's a female. Her name, she worked with the FIFA and she finished her master's in the UK. So, and I was talking to her and she got a job while she was doing her master's with the FIFA.
Yeah,
I've always wanted to work with the FIFA and the UEFA because when I was in my second year, I had the opportunity to go to the Qatar for the World Cup. But because of my status here, yeah, because of the guy just, you see the way me and you were talking, the guy told me, Shola, then I was with Wexford. He said, Shola, we were playing together with Linksley. And the guy told me, Shola, at the time I was playing with Linksley, and he said, Shola, I know that you're an analyst. I've seen some of your work. I've applied for the World Cup with the FIFA to go and do the analyst. You know, you just have to take one player and do analyst. Just be following the player all around when you're doing
yeah,
the analyst. That's your goal with the FIFA. That's how they do pick one player. So, and I say, that's what I would love to do. And I, ever since then, I have been pushing hard to get into one of the, and I've applied to a couple of FIFA's internship or whatever they call it. But I know I'm still in that place. They need somebody who did his masters, who has the knowledge in other software, which I'm still looking around with. So to cut a long story short, I would like to work with the FIFA or UEFA when in the major tournaments. That is my goal. That is my goal in life when it comes to football and life because and I know I'm going to achieve that. Yeah.
amazing, absolutely amazing. And you know what? I'm gonna sort of say this. I don't know if I said this to you before our text and when we were talking, but I'm gonna
Yeah.
say this to you right now. I mean, I can't remember the exact date, but in just under a year's time, might be 360 days or maybe more, maybe
Yeah.
less. The FIFA World Cup starts over in America, and I can
Mm-hmm.
guarantee you that if you keep
Mm-hmm.
working the way you're working, and people hear this and people see this from FIFA and UEFA, that you will be working at that FIFA World Cup in 2026 in America. I mean, I know it can
Hopefully.
be heartbreaking
I
and
pray
hard
so.
when you apply for
Mm.
all these jobs and internships and apprenticeships or
Yeah.
whatever it is, and it doesn't work. But I know for a fact, knowing how hard you're going to go work, and not like you talk about your posting, that 2026 you will be working at that World Cup, and that's going to be another. You might be going
Hopefully.
here
I
and then
pray
another
so.
take
I
off.
pray so. I pray so. I claim that. I claim that. Yeah. Yeah. I claim that.
Honestly, and so so you talk about just so people can even um sort of get to know you. What sort of stuff do you write about? What platforms do you use to write all this stuff? Just so anybody who sees this, if there's anybody from FIFA or UEFA who comes across this video, um, what do you write about?
I've on LinkedIn.
Yeah,
I'm on LinkedIn, and and my YouTube is not that active, to be fair. And yeah, I think LinkedIn is the major one. Instagram, yeah, but I'm not a kind of person. I'm kind of person whereby I like things being done before getting out there. I don't know, maybe you understand me. I like doing my work on the background, and when it's ready, when it's finished cooked, then I can now place it. I don't like this something whereby I would like to do this. I want to do this, and I put it in the way I'm not there. Like, does that
Yeah,
make
yeah,
sense?
yeah,
I don't like a situation whereby I put even on when I was in shells, I have some of my work that I have on my laptop that I've done, that like tagging, like all them stuff. Because I'm not working with shells anymore this season, so I feel reluctant that I haven't done. I I feel reluctant to put it there.
yeah,
Like, this is what I've done, this is what I'm doing. I believe if somebody asks me, hey, Shola, what have you done? Can you show me some of the stuff that you've done? Bang, I can just take it and send it to that person. Does that
yeah,
make
yeah,
sense? So I mean that kind of person, if I want to get to B and I start talking with A, why I'm still aspiring to get to B, and I'm talking of something that is already B. You get what I mean? So
yeah,
that
yeah.
is kind of me. So I only use Instagram for a bit, and I use LinkedIn for the major one. So those are the two platforms that I.
And just to touch on that, just out of curiosity, would you? So okay, there might be 51 weeks, or maybe there is just under 52 weeks. But just say, right, so say there's 52 weeks between now and the World
Okay.
Cup. Would you would you maybe consider? Obviously, now it's a lot harder because there's not a lot of football going on. Yeah, I know the Club World Cup is going on, but would you consider maybe doing one really good post analysis video clip a week, and then maybe just posting it out there, and maybe even sending it off to people who can obviously repost it, reshare it. Of course, I will repost and reshare anything that you want me to
Yeah.
repost. I don't know, but like, what would you use that, and then that can kind of be like your little project between now
Mm.
and say June 2026. But obviously, like, you're gonna
Yeah.
want to have that job before then. So I don't know. I'm just wondering, what would that be something that you consider doing?
Yeah. Of course, because um, I was trying to do something like that, but you need some kind of subscription for like maybe Y Scout, maybe hurdles and stuff like that. And the one that I have Nag Sport, and I think is kind of couple of days is going to get expired. So
Yeah,
because when you get a job, when you get maybe I get a video game from let's say YouTube, and I put it on my computer, and I need to download it to the one of these software that can give me platform to be able to do my what I think about the game, what I feel like, what I may do some small annotation, and then copy it and put it back to my LinkedIn. So you get me. So I'll need something like that. But I don't want to do something whereby it's going to be general and just take a picture there and say, like the one I did for the Senegal that I sent to you. I
yeah,
just
yeah,
say, I don't want to be like that. I want to see some annotation while the game is moving. I still, they can, when I'm talking about it, you get what I mean?
yeah.
So I would need uh, something like that, like any platform for me to be able to do that. Yeah, can I not sign up? Yeah, I can. There's some platform out there that is not too expensive for me to get what I want. You get me? Yeah, I can sign up, bless you.
Thank
I
you.
can I can sign up for that as well, which I'm looking forward to do that as well, to be honest. Just that some of the subscription is kind of there a little bit.
Yeah,
So, and they want to do maybe 1 year subscription or 6 months or whatever. I don't know how it
yeah.
works then. So that's challenge. That's only challenges I could get from that platform, from that aspect.
I get you. I get you. And the word you just spoke there about challenges, can you? There's two parts really to this question. One is, can you speak about a challenge that you've had up until today? So the 20th of
Okay.
June. What challenges have you had up until today? And then what is one challenge? We'll say we'll go within a year period. Say between what's one challenge you're gonna face in the next year between now and the World Cup 2026. So there's two questions in one.
Okay. The first question is the challenge that I'm facing now, isn't it? That is there now,
Yeah,
or
so
the one that is past it.
anything you've done up until now, what
Okay,
challenges have you faced over the last 5, 10, 15 years, whatever?
absolutely. Um, when I was playing, um, when I was 16, I was in Nigeria. Then my uncle took me to Ghana. I traveled to Ghana. Um, when I got to Ghana, I hoping to play football because things were a little bit tougher. I came from the humble beginning in Africa, just like other African player that you're seeing on the TV now, hoping to play in Europe one day. And I was at 16, and that was then when the Ghana they won the under 20 World Cup. 20, yeah. So now and my uncle now says, Shola, I know you are a good player. Can you come with me to Ghana? Because there's going to be a lot of agents coming to scout African player because of that moment what Ghana did. And he was right. And I didn't tell my parents because if I tell my parents, they won't let me go. And I just follow my uncle and I left. Getting to Ghana, doesn't know anybody, but I had a team in my mind then because I've looked it up. My uncle lived look it up in Accra, Liberty Professional. They're a good team. That's where Asamajan and other Sule Muntari. So I went there. I joined. I went for a trial there. Luckily for me, in the summer, like I just went there without no invitation, and I get there. Luckily for me, I play good football, and I was like, okay, you're a good player. Who brought you here? I said, I brought myself. But because it's a professional team, you can't just walk in without no agent, without no someone representing you. And that one is gone. And I said, okay, what am I gonna do? And I went to go and join a local team, lower division, like two step lower. Remember, I was 16 then, and I joined the team. The team is called Dreams FC. Today, the owner of that team is the president of GA, Ghana Football Association. Today,
Yeah.
so the man, yeah, the name is Kent Kreku, something like that. And he saw me, he said, oh, I like this boy. I'm gonna sign him. And at the time, the team was like, they were like Division 3. Now they are playing first premiership now. They are in premiership now. And the team, and I was playing for that in my first year, towards the end of the season, and they brought in agent Lauren Mayer, former Arsenal right back. They brought him to come and see his scouting. And I I got injured and I just came back from the injury. My first training happens to be the tryout when the man is coming to come and see us, to come and see the team. And I wasn't part of the team at all. I wasn't part of the team. I just brought my boots along to go and share them up. And we went to the pitch, Marcel Desai complex in Ghana, and we were playing. And they are playing. I was just sitting on the back of the pitch because I wasn't included on the team at all. This story was turned around in my life in 2011. And meanwhile, all the team that they've invited, they've all came and played, and the man was just feeling it doesn't impress at all. And luckily, on the last game, there's this team, Mediama, something like that. They just came over. They came late, and the man was about to go. Lauren May, I want to go to his hotel, and they persuaded him that just see this last team because they are coming from far distance, from other parts of the country. I should just come and see them, and before, even if it's 10 minutes, just see them. And there's no team to play them anymore. Remember, it is our team that invited them. Everyone in our team have played, only me. And the coach now said, okay, who hasn't played yet? And someone said, ah, Samuel, Shola hasn't played. That Shola should come and I just bring my boots with me and they just go to the dressing room, get me jersey and I play. Could you believe that I haven't played 5 minutes? Lauren Mayer came down from the stand Stop the game and he said, I've seen what I want to see. Say, Shola, what's your name? He asked me my name on the pitch. And he asked me my name. He said, look, I like the way you play. Can you do this? Can you do that? If you can do this for me, check back, get the football on your feet and play this, and play all the set pieces. And I did exactly what he wanted. Outed during that period. Me and Baba Rahman. Baba Rahman, I don't know, maybe you might know him. He played for Chelsea. Mourinho signed him. He's in Poak now. He played Poak. He's the left back for Poak. And he's my best friend. And we were best signed both of us. He gave me the contract. He said, look, get your passport ready. I'm taking you to UK. If Arsenal doesn't sign you, I'm going to take you to PSG. That is what he said to me bluntly. And the contract, mandate contract, he said that this is the mandate contract. I'm going to handle you for 2 years. If nothing happened within 2 years, you cannot change your agent. Now the story now came. The outbreak now came. The manager, the team manager, and they told the man that I'm a Ghanaian, that I'm good. My passport is with the Ghanaian and authority. So the deal couldn't materialize, and I went devastated. I didn't want to play football anymore. I said, no, I'm done. I don't want to play anymore because the struggle is too much coming back from everywhere, from Nigeria to this. I said, no, I'm not playing anymore. And I took my bag. I told my uncle, I'm going back to my parents to Nigeria. And I was devastated. That is when, in 2011, I don't want to play anymore. The challenges that is there is that I had no passport to renew my passport. And the president and the chairman of the team told me that I'm going to play for Ghana, which they have not even put me in the Ghanaian national team yet, under 17. And they say they're going to change my name and put everything. So I was like, is this how football is? And everything, my mentality concerning football is so hard. And that was how I lost that contract. And while I was in the car in the hotel, the man going back home, the president took the mandate contract from me and I'm going to do everything for you. And I didn't know any better. I don't even have a phone to be able to screenshot and go and interpret the thing for myself. But after a while, when I came clock 20, my cousin now called me. He's playing in Hong Kong. He now called me, Shola. I heard what happened to you. Do you still want to play football? I said, no, I don't want to play. I don't know. And he said to me, if you promise me to go back to football, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do that. And it's okay. If that will be the case, that will be the case. And he talked to his agent for me, and his agent now got an invitation from Sligo Rovers. That's why I find myself in Ireland. I got the invitation. Now, the challenges again when I came here, another trouble. The agent from UK is supposed to come and present me to Sligo Rovers. He couldn't present me to Sligo Rovers. They had a money issue or whatever it may be. And that was how I found myself in the street of Dublin. And yeah, I am today. And everything changed for good because it can only get better. And yeah, I found myself in this situation, and I was losing passion for football. I don't want to, even though I know I can still play, but the time has passed. You know, football, if you leave football for one day, it's going to leave you for 1 week. If you leave football for 1 week, it's going to leave you for 1 month. And if you now leave it for 1 month, we're talking of maybe 10, 7 months, yes, it's going to leave you. So that's what happened to me, chasing status in Ireland for 5 years. And I thank God I'm happily now. I'm an Irish. So so it's a long story. So now back to the future challenges. Like I said, the future challenges, I was struggling when I was in college. I realized that my communication skill is kind of a little bit the way I don't want, it's not where I want it to be. I struggle. I can repeat something one, two, three times. Well, it's challenging for me trying to learn the football language in Ireland. And I don't know. Sometimes they'll say your shoulder, your shoulder. I was told they are calling my name, check your shoulder, shoulder, shoulder. I was like, what's going on, God? And I would leave the football, I'll be looking and you saw me, no, check your shoulder, 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 shoulder. I was like, what? I didn't
Close, yeah, it's close.
know, but after a while, I realized that they're actually telling me, yeah, they're actually telling me to check my shoulder, 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 shoulder. I was like, what's going on? And the weather as well. And I found it difficult. And the truth here is that another challenge when I was playing is that I can't keep up to the pace, the pattern of play of Irish football. The second ball things is not my type. I like then tiki taka, 5 meter pass, 10 meter pass, long beater but precise. You know that kind of ball that is kind of those who have played with me and play along my side in Ireland, they know how I play. So I find it hard as a midfielder. I find it hard to be able to pick up, to be able to meet up with the pace, from defense to attack. And midfielder will be going up and down. I hardly get a ball. So I was like, this is not my football type. This is not I won't play football like this. So I find it hard to play. But when I got to Link Sleep and New Bridgetown, they play some few football. Like, let's play, like, then
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was like, well,
Life's good then,
so
yeah.
that is how, yes, it is. And it's so challenging. It's so challenging for but now I say like instead I'm gonna be a coach and at the same time be an analyst. And I even skip when I was playing with Feyenoord in Ghana. I
Yeah,
play with Feyenoord as well. Get Feyenoord Academy in Ghana. I didn't
nice.
spend much time there. I spent like 3 months, 3 to 4 months before I left. And
Yeah,
I left that Dreams FC that did me that team that didn't allow me to go with Mayor. I left there and I went to go and meet the Feyenoord Academy. I just spent but I was still traumatized a little bit. What am I
yeah, I
doing
can
here?
imagine.
So I couldn't put my mind together to play good football. And that team has a platform for you to travel as well. It's a
Yeah.
good academy in Ghana. So I couldn't play more than two. I just left there. I just went back home. That's how I live
Right, well, I'm gonna
stuff.
ask you because we just
Yeah.
got under a minute left. You got 30
Okay.
seconds to give advice to
Okay.
your younger self to finish off an absolutely amazing episode. So 30 seconds, audio, advice to your younger self, and then we're gonna finish off another amazing episode.
The what I'll give to myself, no matter how tough it is, no matter how hard is it gonna be, do not give up because I give up too early. I won't give up. I give up too early for myself. Like after maybe I could have make it in final as well, but because of what happened, that bring me down, and I'm just like, okay, I'm not gonna do this anymore. I lost because, and at the time I don't have somebody to push me up. Like, okay, you can still do it, but I thank God for life. Yeah,
Don't give up. That's the only way to end this episode. What an amazing episode, and I thank you so, so much.
thank you so much, Fina. Thank you for having me. To be honest, I really appreciate.